name is Juliana. I'm a clinical social worker here at the Home-Based program. And today I'm going to be talking with you about one of our core DBT mindfulness skills known as Wise Mind. So Wise Mind starts off with the assumption that we have these three distinct states of being or ways of understanding and processing the world. The first one over here is what we call reasonable mind. Reasonable mind is very cold, it's very analytical, very rational. It's almost how you would imagine a computer would process information. It tends to be very oriented around facts. And then on the other side, of course, we have our emotional mind, which is very hot, very impulsive, doesn't have to make any sense whatsoever. It's just our emotional reactions to the world around us. And the idea with Wise Mind is to try and integrate and balance these two states of being. Because what happens for a lot of us is we find ourselves sort of ping-ponging in a very chaotic way from one extreme to another. So if you think about when you get stuck in an airport because your flight got delayed or canceled, I'm sure many of you in our current climate may have had that happen to them very recently. On our reasonable mind, we might say, it's not the end of the world, I'll get there eventually, even if I have to get a rental car, I'll get home, I'll figure it out. And then our emotional mind is going to say, I'm really angry, I'm really frustrated, and be tempted to start to yell at the flight attendant at the counter, right? Because we're sort of at the end of our rope. And we sort of can sometimes bounce back and forth from one extreme here to the other, where everything's fine, and then the world's on fire, and then we go back to everything's fine, and then we're screaming, and then we go back to everything's fine. And the idea with the wise-minded middle path is honoring that both of these experiences and states of being are so important for us. We need to be able to tell ourselves, and sort of calm ourselves down and use facts and figures to make meaning and make plans. We also need to really honor the human experience of our emotional world, right, that we're experiencing and have going on for ourselves. So the idea with the wise-minded middle path is really integrating the two of these, and I like to use the word and. So a lot of times what we do is we'll say, I'm really frustrated and I'm really upset that my flight got canceled, but I know it'll be okay. And you can sort of hear that but kind of erasing the emotional validity of our experiences. So instead what we want to do to sort of have a wise-minded decision or a wise-minded sort of self-statement. So you want to say, I know I'm going to get home and it's not the end of the world, and I'm really upset right now. I'm really frustrated. And you can see how using the word and sort of evens the playing field a little bit there and sort of balances both our intellectual understanding as well as our emotional understanding of things. And it tends to sort of bring us a sense of calmness and clarity from which we can make good decisions, from which we can speak in a healthy, communicative manner with other people without yelling and without being overly cold. It can be really helpful for us in also making decisions, right? Of being able to make a decision that sort of honors both our emotional reactions and responses as well as sort of our understanding. So I hope that this wise-minded middle path skill might be of use to you and feel helpful. And thanks so much for joining us today. And as always, stay tuned for more videos. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us here at Home Base. Thanks. Bye-bye.